everyone, and thank you so much for joining me. Today we are going to be doing an Amazon pre-order haul slash some Travelling Man haul. So I've let a whole bunch of my pre-orders accumulate from Amazon, and then Tiffany let me know that some of the volumes I've been looking for, or I already had on pre-order, were actually already available at Travelling Man. And actually they were cheaper than Amazon, so I quickly cancelled my Amazon pre-order and made my way over to Travelling Man and ordered it there, and it's already arrived. So I'm fairly sure my order on Amazon wasn't meant to arrive for another week or two at least. Amazon hasn't managed to ship anything on time in months, so I had doubts anyway, but I actually have it, hopefully, when I open it, so that's exciting. I think we'll do the Travelling Man first, so I'll move Amazon to the side. I accidentally ripped it open because I was like, oh, that's just a box, what's this box? Because I got confused, and then I was like, oh, it's Manga, quick, close it, and then I can film the haul. So I've like briefly opened it, but otherwise not touched it. Before I continue, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you're enjoying my content. I'll do a whole bunch more of holy, it's not the right word, wholesome, oh my god, wholesome content, that is it. Oh wow, yeah. Subscribe for more wholesome content. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's made me happy. Okay, so this is from Travelling Man. If you do not know of Travelling Man, they are a small comic book board game store in the UK. They have 4 physical stores, all in the north of England, so Leeds, Manchester, York and Newcastle. They already had a store, I think, pre-pandemic, but it wasn't really used, and they revamped it, and they have a whole bunch of stuff on there, and they almost have every manga at 3 for 2 prices, which is amazing. So good. It's a little bit more, but yeah, I don't mind. If I'm not actually going into the store, I don't mind paying a little bit more than 3 for 2 price usually. But so they offer free shipping above £50, and even if you buy below £50, it's only £2.99, which isn't too bad. Definitely check them out if you haven't already. But it's wonderful to support them. They're great people. Please do it. But that's not manga. This is manga. Let me show you what I've got. So the first volume I've got in here is Hell's Paradise Volume 8. So I actually don't have Hell's Paradise on my shelves at the moment because I've lent 1 through 7 to a friend, and even then I've not actually read all those volumes yet. But I'd been gaining some steam with the series. I think I might have been the only person I've really seen who didn't like Volume 1 all that much. I didn't see the hype. A lot of people were like, it's amazing. I was like, it was okay. I found it pretty creepy, which isn't really, that's me issue, that's fine, I understand, that's my problem, but I didn't find it that interesting either. A lot of people really love the main character, which is like Gabby Maru, first word on the back cover, I'll get there. I didn't think he was that interesting because a lot of people are like, oh, his love for his wife is so lovely. But then I read Volume 2 and I enjoyed Volume 2 a lot more. I enjoyed getting to know more characters. It wasn't just him anymore, there were other characters, and I think even his personality grew a whole bunch. But everyone was like, oh my god, Volume 1. I'm like, I don't get it. So yeah, Volume 8, it's not a particularly long series either, it's only 13 volumes. I know you said 8 volumes because I'm holding Volume 8. It's not 8 volumes, 13 volumes, I think. So not a particularly long series, which is like refreshing, I think. I've gotten into reading shorter series, starting out with like One Piece and Naruto. It like jaded me. I thought all manga was that long. Turns out it's not. Turns out it really isn't. So that's an exciting one, especially since I managed to get it for a good price, because Travelling Man are the best. Next volume in here is the volume that Tiffany let me know about, which is volume 8 of Blue Flag. This is the last volume, and oh wow, I must say, when I first picked up volume 1, I thought it was a slice of life high school, and you know what? It is. What I didn't expect was everything else. I have enjoyed it so much, and I've loved watching the characters be built upon and learning more about them and seeing them change, and even seeing the authors manage to make you even feel something for the bad characters. They're not very nice characters. Who you think are bullies or stuck-up snobs or something. There's still parts to them that are redeemable, and I've loved it. Like volume 5, there was a character I didn't like, and then volume 5 happened, and I think they might now be my favourite character. I loved what was done with them and how it was portrayed in the series, and oh my gosh, it's not a particularly quick read. I find it is quite a quick read. There's a lot of panels where there's just not much on the pages, like for example there, and so I'm quite happy it's a Viz volume, because it means it's a bit cheaper than say some other series where you can get through it really quickly and it's $11.99 full price. You're like, ugh, no. This at least is $9.99, but as part of a 3 for 2 it's about $6.99. So I think I paid $6.99? $6.66? Do your maths. I think I paid about $6.99, so I was happy to pay that a little bit more because I wasn't going in person. So yeah, that might be what I read first, because I'm mega hyped, though I can't remember what's in all of these. So, so much to read. We'll see. What else have we got? So we have Twin Star Exorcist Volume 22. This is just a series I'm trying to catch up on at the moment, so it's being bought completely out of order. I think I have 1, 2, 7, 8 and 22. Yeah. Not much to say because I've not really read much of it yet. And I'm nowhere near volume 22. But bought it cheap. I was just adding some to my basket because I was already paying the shipping. I didn't want to hit £50. I wanted to spend a little less than £50. So I was going to pay for shipping anyway, so I thought I'd just throw a few more in anyway. So I've got Seraph the End volume 18. So I have 1 to 13 and now 18. So, mini story time. I have issues with this series. It is nothing to do with the series itself, which makes no sense. I understand. I think I've told the story once before in one of my videos, but I'm going to tell it again because a lot of people near me find it hilarious, and I'm like, no, it makes me really gross. So there was a period of time where I was commuting to work when that was still a thing, having offices and stuff, via public transport. So I would take a bus and then a train and then a bus. And because of the timings, I ended up waiting in the train station for about half an hour between my bus getting in and my train leaving. And because I had time to kill, I always took about 4 or 5 volumes of manga. As you do. And I remember one time, sat in the train station, and I was reading a volume of Seraph the End, and it got really intense. I think they were getting their weapons, and I think it was the glasses dude, can't remember names. He was getting his weapon, and it was really intense, and I got to the end of the scene, and then I realised my train had just left. And get the next train, they're once an hour. So I had to get a different train, close-ish, and then get a couple of buses more, and I was a bit late for work. That was a smidge embarrassing to explain why I was late that day. The manga did it. So I have like slight negative feelings because a part of me subconsciously blames this series for me being late. and it's weird. I have actually struggled to get back into it because of it, and it's nothing because it's not a bad series. I really enjoyed it, but it made me late for work. Which is so daft. Oh dear. Moving on. So the last 2 volumes I have in here are My Hero Academia Smash Volumes 2 and 3. This is only a 5-volume series, which does confuse me a bit because it follows the plot of the main series, but like it's like silly 4-panel gag manga that makes like that. So you'd read these and it's hilarious. It's super silly, but it like follows the plot and the story, so things are happening like around the serious bits. So I'm a bit confused. It's finished because the main series is still going. Can you see it behind me? No. Where is my Academia? Oh, it's down there. It's down there. Never mind. So yeah, I'm a bit confused how it's managed to wrap up. Maybe something to do with the author, don't know. But really funny, and I want to catch up and finish that. Also, so many packing peanuts. I'm gonna go melt these when I'm done, which is gonna sound really weird. Okay. So next onto the Amazon ones. I'm actually going to open the one that is already open because I saw what it was, and it is Interspecies Reviewers Volume 5. This is ecchi. It's plastic wrapped. It is probably one of the funniest ecchi I have read. I would rank it as one of my favourite manga series. Probably not top 5, but up there. It is hilarious. This is a world where brothels and that sort of business is completely legal, and so these dudes go around and rate them. They write reviews. Is about the premise, and the brothels are all different kinds of women. Like I've gone blank on examples, like succubi and cat girls and golems and ghosts, and they're all just really weird. And it's weirdly nice how just everything's accepted. That's fine. It's fine. That's okay. You're interested in that? That's fine. That's cool. There's a brothel for that somewhere. And it's hilarious. I did start to explain this to a co-worker once. We were talking about manga, and he was like, "What's the weirdest manga you've read?" And I was like, "Right, all right then." I was like, I was like thinking safe for work, but I was like, no, that went out the door. And what made it even better was another colleague had also read it. So it was like some back and forth banter. I was like, oh yeah, there's the scene where this happens. And then by the end, the colleague who asked did quickly bow out, saying that he needed to go and do some work. It turns out no, he just got so freaked out he needed to leave. Felt a little bit of accomplishment in a really weird and terrible way. And I shall hope that they don't watch this. And if you do, I'm not sorry. I'm really not. I'm happy to lend them to you if you want to try them. That is always an option. Let's just get stuck into these piles. I can't remember what's in any of them, though, to be honest. This one is... Ooh! And it's opened just for you, not for me. Toilet Bound Tanuka-kun Volume 9. Oh my gosh, this is such a gorgeous series. This is big and hype at the moment, and hard to find. It's so cute. That artwork is gorgeous. So if you aren't aware, this is a series where there are supernatural things that haunt a school, and a young girl's gotten pulled into it and is now sort of in cahoots / tied / life pact or something another with one of them. It's definitely not as cute, the story isn't as cutesy as you would think looking at the artwork and the art style. It is definitely a lot more dark and gritty than you would think, which did surprise me when I read volume 1 and then continued the series. I feel like it's gotten darker the further along I've gotten, but that is really exciting to get, because I think this shipped not long after it came out in the US, and that isn't very common. Usually I am waiting weeks, months. Maybe they're catching up on distribution, I'm not sure, but that was nice. So that is something to read. Next. What's next? This is just, I love doing this. That's satisfying. Next we have Kirby. So yeah, this is a manga based on Kirby Manga Mania Volume 1. I think they're doing 3 volumes, I'm not too sure. I don't know much about it other than it's Kirby. I'm assuming that it's going to be a similar sort of line as the Mario manga, which was quite, how to put it, it sort of followed along some of the games but was a bit more silly, and there was a bit more dialogue than usual, unsurprisingly. I haven't really played many Kirby games at all. They're generally not my sort of thing. I quite like open world. I'm less bothered about platformers, or platforms are okay. Side scrollers I'm less bothered by. So like OG Mario, I'm just not bothered. But like Mario Odyssey or Mario Sunshine, yeah. And I think a lot of the Kirby games are side scrollers, or like get from one end to the other. Could be wrong, and I'll be honest, I haven't really looked into it, so all I really know Kirby from is the Smash games. It's like the Smash Bros on the Switch when everyone died but Kirby in the story, because Kirby is Sakurai's baby. But yeah, that's super cute. There's some weird marks on Kirby's cheeks. Not the white ones that you can see. Can I shine it? Can you see it? Kind of looks like Kirby's been crying out the cheeks or something. I'm not sure. It's weird. Maybe I'll try and wipe that down a little bit. A bit dirty on the back as well. Yeah, I don't think I did mine too much. I suppose I've tried. It's brand new. At least I've got it, I suppose. What's in this one? It is packed. It is stuffed. There is no give in this one. We have... Oh, I nearly damaged it there. I have something that does not want to come out. I have to try and bend it. Oh my gosh, poor manga. Ugh. We have Rent a Girlfriend Volume 6. So I know a lot of people aren't liking this series, and a lot of people actually started dropping it for a mix of reasons. It's a bit boring, it's a bit gross, it's quite long. I think it's on a mid-teens number of volumes. It's another one where I think the artwork is really pretty, and they do these gorgeous double page spreads. That's not a double page spread, I just thought it was a really nice shot. I've reached a point where I now want to see it wrap up. I want to, well, not that I want to see it done, I want to see it through to the end. I don't like the main dude at all. But I do like a lot of the women, so a lot of the girlfriends. Apart from, what's her name? The blonde one. I don't like the blonde one. Is it Mami? Mami-chan? Is that it? Yeah, I don't like her. She's a bit of a... Yeah. All the others though, I want to see them all be happy. Neat. I think there's a spin-off coming out later this year in English that's already out in Japanese, based on one of the girls, which I'll probably pick up as well, because if it's the same art style, and also it's one of the girls I really liked. Okay. That's a different kind of Amazon parcel. What is this? Is that as satisfying? I'm not sure. We have, yeah. Have I had any isekai yet? Nope, but I do now. If the RPG world had social media. There you go. I think the title says it all. Is it an isekai? Oh my gosh, I love this first sentence in the synopsis. When a fantasy world has fully functioning smartphones and internet, for some reason... reasons, story reasons, I tell you. For some reason. I love it. And it's in brackets. Oh, nice. It's only natural for its 16-year-old shut-in of a hero to declare war via text message on the Demon Lord. It sounds like absolute shite and I'm so excited to read it. It's going to be so bad, but in a good way. I hope it takes the piss out of itself and it doesn't take itself seriously, and I know I'll love it. So for those who have watched other videos, you'll know that I pre-ordered a whole plethora of random isekai manga from like release mid-May to the end of October. This is one of them. I've actually moved a bunch of these pre-orders from Amazon to Blackwell's because I have no faith in Amazon anymore, and also some of the Blackwell's pre-orders were cheaper by a couple of pounds. So yes. Ooh, that's not a very straight print. Oh dearie me. Can you see that? Can you see how much of the spine is there? Oof. That yen press is so not centered. I don't think you can see it as well in this light. That's something I'll post on my stories at some point on Instagram. Okay, so next, what have we got in here? We have got... Ooh, I think this is another isekai? Or is it just fantasy? Her Royal Highness seems to be angry. And it's Tokyo Pop! And it's Tokyo Pop! I was so excited when I got my last Tokyo Pop line. What was it? His Gentleman's Noble Vacation recommendation or something. And I'd not seen a new Tokyo Pop volume yet. And I'm really so excited. And now I've got another one. And Reincarnated. Yep, there we go. Isekai-ish. Is it an isekai if it's 1,000 years later but still the same world? It's the same question about the Misfit of Demon King Academy. Is that an isekai? Same world, 1,000 years past, reborn. Is the world really the same after 1,000 years? I'm not sure. It has... we'll see. I'll see if it has all the tropes that I enjoy in an isekai and go from there. It appeared when I searched for isekai on Amazon, so maybe. Okay. Next, we have... this parcel, which feels a bit heavy. That came off very easily. Oh, there's 2 volumes in it. One's plastic wrapped. Which one's should we bring? Let's bring out the non-plastic wrap first, which is I Swear I Won't Bother You Again. So I think this is like fantasy style, where this person does something wrong and ends up in prison, and she's mean or she does something nasty, I'm not sure, and she reflects upon what she's done, and for some reason time begins to go back and she is back to before things started to go wrong and she did mean things, and she's like, well, I'm going to be a better person this time round. And I think that's the story, having not read it, but I had read the synopsis online and a little bit about the first chapter. So that'll be interesting to try. Always enjoy that sort of drama. And then what's the second? What's the plastic wrapped? What's the plastic? Oh my. Devilish Darlings Portal Fantasy. Ordinary Earth guy Kaitaro finds himself teleported to another world. It's an ecchi isekai, the best kind. And of course, the main character does not feature on the front cover. We just have the busty women, because who wants to buy an ecchi manga with a plain looking dude on the cover? Interesting. He gets pounced on by an adorable half-devil. This half-devil is so excited to finally meet a human. She's always wanted to make babies with one. Okay. Okay. Apparently it's a comedy. So I do like funny mangas. Let's see what I think of this one. Yeah, okay. 2 more parcels to go. This is a Spy Family Volume 5. Legit forgot that this one had arrived. Wow, I kind of wish I'd opened this before. Spy Family always is a bit late to arrive in the UK, or at least to me. So, oh my gosh, I've seen lots of people with this one in the US and some in the UK, so I was like, has mine arrived? I can't remember. I don't want to go check. I'll just wait until I do my haul. And it's here. Oh my gosh, dearie me. I don't know what else to say other than I think it's great, and it's funny, and it made me cry with laughter once. Like, properly. Tears down my face. I think Yours amazing. She's such a good mother. Oh wow. I'll get stuck in if I love Spy Family so much. That has made me so happy. Balls, what do I read first? Like last one, because I'm going to do this and then I can read. And I have... Oh no! The Hero is Overpowered but Overly Cautious, Volume 3. Oh my gosh! I picked up Volume 1 about June last year, and in June 2020, and then I ordered Volume 2, which happened to actually come out only a few weeks later, so I got that in July 2020. And yeah, it's taken this long to get Volume 3. I think I happened to read Volume 1, I assume, just at the right point for Volume 2 to come out. But this has been delayed for months by Yen Press. Most of it wasn't actually Amazon, because on a lot of the publishers' websites you can go on and you can click, see their release schedule, and you can see when they're releasing things, and I like to go and see if they've got any new series that I'm unaware of, or new volumes coming out that I've forgotten about, because a lot of the time Asakai doesn't release that often, and I'll forget to check prices for pre-ordering on Amazon or Blackwell's, and if they're too expensive I'll just make a note of it for when I next go shopping to keep an eye for it there. And this, Yen Press listed this as coming out in February, I think, or March, and it is now mid-July. It is very delayed. This is hilarious. It is an isekai, and it just, the hero, it is, as it says on the tin, the hero is overly cautious, and because he's so overly cautious, he is OP as hell. And yeah, you can actually see him on the cover. That is actually him right there. There is another lady that's busty and she's there, but we do see the main hero. He's there. He's also on the back cover. A lot of them do get pushed to the back cover. That is a face. That is one of those faces. I don't know what they call them. I forgot what they call them. I want to say a Gretzico, but that is that Little Red Panda show on Netflix. That's not what I mean. I can't remember. Some of you degenerates will probably know what I mean. It's okay, we're all degenerates together. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my dear. Oh dear. I have too much to read. So many of these are new volumes. I want to read Blue Flag. I want to read Interspecies, Toilet Banter, Kirby, Red Gold, basically all of these and this. I can't read Hell's Paradise yet because I didn't finish all the volumes I had before I lent them to a friend. So Hell's Paradise is stuck. But, oh my god. And I've just done my Blackwell's haul as well, so I have all the volumes from that haul. If anyone needs me, I'm gonna lock myself in a room. This room. I'm gonna lock myself in this room and not going to emerge until I've read everything. A lot of people do ask, do I read the manga that I buy? Yes. Why would I? What? Why would I buy manga not to read? I might not have read it all yet, but the intention is to read it all, and I read a lot of manga. I think on average I read between 40 and 60 volumes a month, Usually it's in the 50s. Past few months it's been in the 50s. This month is probably going to be a little lower because I've tried to read some of my thicker mangas, so they obviously are just going to... Yeah, I've only read one volume, but it was this big. So it was like 5 volumes in one. But yeah, of course I read the manga that I buy. And especially when I've got new releases, I blitz through new releases so quickly because I'm just so excited to read them. It's... it is about 10 o'clock at night right now, and I would be surprised if I haven't read 2 or 3 volumes before I go to bed tonight. And I've got one more haul to film before I stop for the night. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is so exciting. The lights kind of catch it a bit funny. If I tilt it a bit, that's actually alright, isn't it? Oh, I'm glad I had some more plastic wrap mangas. Thinking I should do a video on like my top plastic wrapped manga, but that's going to be very adult, and I'm not quite ready to do that sort of thing on my channel yet. But yes, I'm going to wrap it up there, I think, because I do have one more haul I want to film before I end for the night, and I want to go and read about 50 volumes of manga before I go to sleep. So yeah, if you have enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more wholesome content. There will be a manga shelf tour soon. I have planned in my head to not post all of these before I post the tour, but I did want to haul them all. So unwrap them all and have them on my shelves before I did the tour. So I'm not quite sure which order you'll see this yet. This might be the last one, or this might be the first one after the tour. We'll see. Depends how on filming the collection tour I am, because there's a lot of manga. You can see a very, very small portion of it right now. But yeah, do let me know in the comments what you think. Are any of these series ones you want to try? Any of them that you're keen on me doing a review on? I'm trying to get more on writing reviews and doing review videos, so I'm really keen to hear what sort of series that you're wanting me to do reviews on. I've already got 2 scripts written. I just need to proof them really and then film them, and I have a couple more series following up that other people have expressed interest in. But yeah, let me know if there's anything in particular you're interested in me reviewing. I will obviously not pick series that I've not read yet. I've had a few people like, oh, can you review like what was one of them? 20th Century Boys, and it's like, well, I'd love to, but I don't own them, so no. But yes, I have gone so far off track, I'm so sorry. I just want to say thank you so much for joining my wholesome, it's not gonna go away, don't worry, content, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!